Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Okay, let's chant some japa here. I don't want to set up my whole sound system. It's too much work right now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Too many wires. Gotta set it up every time. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gaura Chandra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, stick around and we'll get to the meaning of life. But right now we're chanting this japa together here. So after we're finished, and just, if you come back regularly, you'll learn what the essence of the meaning of life is. So you came to the right place. So just be patient. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. I'll tell you the short answer is chanting the names of God with wonderful transcendental awakened taste is the whole meaning of life is in that. Yeah, Krishna. So, if you come here, you'll be able to do that and experience that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. This is not the time for questions. So if you can't chant with us, just try to listen to the mantra, listen to the sound vibration, and you'll begin to know the meaning of the life by experience. So just kind of listen attentively and don't ask the question. This is not the question time. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha, Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Is smoking herb good for the soul? I heard the herb is like toothpaste for the soul. Actually, this is better. Yeah, this is more natural. This is chanting's toothpaste for the soul. Okay, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. There it is. All right. So we're reading from Bhagavad Gita and Transcendental Knowledge, chapter 4. Yeah, so it sounds like there was a little controversy this morning there. Lalita and Freddie had seemingly a different opinion. And Freddie says it's good to be able to discern the guru from the books or make discernments and stuff. So it's good to have a background. And Lalita said, no, that's not necessary. So remember when I said that it's that whatever gets you here is a blessing. So whatever gets you here. And some people may study the books and it brings them here somewhat. Like Freddie, it brought him here. And some people may not. It's not necessary, but it might be necessary, and maybe Krishna will lead you. But sometimes, those who study the books, they become proud, and they don't really understand the heart of the books, but they think they know, and so that's a hindrance for them. So it depends. The main thing is your heart. Are you when you study the books and then you hear these explanations, because that's how you really get the knowledge. The real knowledge is I'm just telling you what's in the books, right? So you don't have to read the books. You can hear the talks about the essence of these books, which is really how you learn. That's real knowledge. Is it's the attitude. If you come here and you're like Arjuna, where Krishna saw his qualities of Arjuna, he said, because you're submissive devotee, my devotee and my disciple and my friend, you're qualified to understand this devotional science. And so when people don't act in that capacity, whether you studied the books or not, it doesn't matter, because if you're not acting like that and become a real disciple and a real devotee of a spiritual master, and enter into this friendly relationship that way, um, then you're not qualified to understand this devotional science. So whatever way you get here is fine, but you still, like uh, Freddie, even though he studied the books, he didn't really understand the depth of them yet. But this helped. It brought him, here and to listen. But it's not necessary. Like Fanny, she didn't have any knowledge, but she came here, see, because she became like in her heart like a disciple and a friend, and she becomes qualified to understand the devotional science, which is preached by the real guru. If you become proud and you think you understand these books on your own, and you really don't, because the only way you can really understand them is you have to be Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified, and you can't admit that, then out of pride, then you're not qualified to understand this devotional science. It's received in disciplic succession submissively, and you can't artificially be that way, otherwise it'll be like a Johann thing. He was artificially submissive, not really, but scientists. Some are like me, very lazy to read, and come here and get guru who read for us. It's not really laziness. It's this is the way you really learn. Why, it's not necessary to have to go and study the books. If you come here and you can receive awakening and nourishment, that's sadhu sangha. Then you learn the books the correct way. And then actually, as you awaken more and more, then when you look at the books, the Lord will reveal the inner meaning. You'll get revelations too, like the Guru does. Lalita says, it's not laziness. We don't understand the books. We would become, yeah, yeah. And so, like, even for Freddie now, he thought, you need to study the books. Okay, well, now he hears this explanation, and this reconciles everything. So you should go with this explanation you hear. It's like you advance. If you're submissive and then you listen to the explanation, which is better than um, than your own explanation, then you advance. See, that's like Majjhimati card. How the way you tell, like Lalita, they were talking about this morning, uh, making discernments. Discerning, is this a sahaja, or is this a real devotee, or are they fake devotee? All this. As we're getting purified, you start to see those qualities because they're in you as a devotee. And then, so a lot of times it's conclusiveness because, some people, like the Narayan Raj thing, they, hold it back and to insinuate, to infer that there's some raging ecstasy in there. And then I heard him speak about and not understanding the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. The only, if you have real mercy of Lord Chaitanya, then you have a real relationship with Radha and Krishna, and you'll also speak conclusively. And the only way I know that is by personal experience. His conclusions are different than mine, and my conclusions work and his don't. So, I mean, to me, it's matter of fact. They think, like the Narayan Raj devotees will think, oh, Gohar, you're so offensive. No, just I'm into truth, man. You're not. You're into a personality cult. Personality is, oh, Narayan Raj's personality is really great. We really like him. Look, he's sitting on a high seat, and he's speaking so many things, holding back ecstasy because it's we're envisioning that it's so great. You don't see it, it's not manifest. And then he's speaking so great. It's like going to Johann's class and saying, wow, what you say is really great, but what he said for a real devotee is like nothing. It's all a bunch of gobbledygook speculation. you know, uh, poisoning the Hari Kata. And that's what I heard with nurse. So, it's not, it's not like, I'm just saying, okay, you say there's raging ecstasy in there. Let's see what kind of conclusions you have because of it, and they weren't about the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. They were not distinguishing the difference between a real devotee and one that was not. They weren't the conclusions of Chaitanya Leela, which is the door to Vrindavan Leela. He jumped over the whole thing there, obviously, because he just didn't have it, man. Some people just don't have it. Just like they don't have it to be like this Roberto. He just doesn't have it to be a real devotee. He just doesn't got it. So he had a fast exit, right? Fast exit. Yeah, okay. She finds you have another path. And some people just don't have it to be the kind of guru that delivers the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. And that was Narayan Raj. He just didn't have it. It just wasn't in him. What are you going to do? I mean, if you Narayan Raj devotees have a problem with that, that's because you're sentimentalist and you're not greedy for the truth. He didn't have it in you. You can't prove to me even one devotee that has ecstatic love of Krishna. I never seen it. I mean, I'm open to being wrong, but I know I'm almost 99.9% sure you can't even produce one real devotee there. Because I seen the best of them, and none of them had the symptoms that Lord Chaitanya brought to this world, or Madhavinda Puri had, or any of this, except here. See? So you guys, I mean, this is not about, some fake blind belief. I mean, if you Narayan Raj and Radhakund Babaji's have any real intelligence, you'll see it's about truth. And like, you know, can Narayan Raj deliver you? Can these Radhakund Babaji's deliver you? Like I'll say to my ex-wife, has Anantadas delivered you? No, I don't see the symptoms of deliverance. How about you, Lalita? Do you see the symptoms of of my ex-wife being delivered? Or do you see the symptoms of a neophyte, a person who comes to teach an advanced devotee like Lalita, to teach her how to do devotional service? That's neophyte. See, you look at symptoms. I'm here to teach you what Bhakti Siddhanta and Prabhupada wanted to teach you, and they tried a little bit, but the people didn't have it. But I'm here to teach you. But you have to make razor sharp discrimination. You have to look at Narayan Raj and Anantadas Babaji and say, who has been delivered by them? Where are the symptoms? I didn't, in his prized disciple, I didn't see the symptoms of Lord Chaitanya. Lord, that's deliverance in our line. How can you say you're a Gaudiya Vaishnava in the real line if the current isn't in you? If the current isn't flowing through you into some disciples and awakening in them, and showing that they're part of the disciplic line too. That's all here, but not there. See? Which proves it's not even in the guru, because they're all Raganuga, Rupa, Radhe, but no Radhe. No, without ecstatic devotion on the Vrindavan variety, which you get by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, uh, there's no understanding of the essence of this path, or what Lord Chaitanya taught and brought and all that. That's all only in our sangha, from what I've seen. So Roberto says, "Go, Hari." See, if you're new here and you just listen to this preaching, you'll say, "Oh, this guy is full of himself." Is that a negative thing? Is that a blasphemy and all that? Well, yes and no. Not the way they think. See, Maya hides this, but she glorifies the devotee. But she's always glorifying the devotees when you have the right understanding. She said, "Yeah, it's true. I'm full of myself. I know who I am. I'm a servant of the real self. I'm a servant of Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, and the devotees, the real devotees. I'm full of that self. I'm full of that self. And yeah, it's mine now. Yeah, I claim it. I found the gold. It's kind of like when you're in the gold rush, you know, and you find a gold mine, and the government says, okay, you found the gold mine, you can stake your claim, it's yours. See? But it actually belongs to everybody, but you can stake a claim and work that mine. That's me. That's Go Haridas, and I teach you to become like that too. To stake a claim on the gold mine of Krishna. It's yours now. The gold is yours. It's in possession of it. It's yours. Krishna's mine. He's my gold mine. I've won the lottery a million times over. Very wealthy person. I just wanna flaunt it, distribute all this. So I'm full of myself. Yeah, myself is my Lord. See? He's the real self. Actually, he's common to you. That's why I'm preaching here. You can also stake a claim on. It's a vast gold mine. This not gold isn't. When people stake claims, it wasn't like on gold in the gold rush days. It wasn't like there's only one mine. There was, because gold is gold, right? But it would be found in different place. That place is you. You find that gold mine. It's in you. The kingdom of God is within and in hand. You can stake a claim. You come here, we'll teach you how to find out where the mine is. So you could stake a claim on it, like Lalita and Govinda. They stake their claims. See? See? So that's how. So Maya's even glorifying indirectly the truth about the devotee. That's why I don't feel offended. He feels offended because that's false ego that he identifies with. He's an illusion. Yeah, yeah. See, so that's what we teach. This is high teaching, but you don't have to even. Matter of fact, studying the books might be a hindrance. It is for most devotees. Been a hindrance. Prabhupada was hoping it would help them, but they develop a big false ego because of it. Look at the Narayan Raj. They can't come here. They got a big false ego. It blinds them, like Roberto. He's blinded. See, Roberto's blinded by the knowledge of this Mayan thing, which is very demoniac, to be honest with you. I mean, they did human sacrifices, children, and all that stuff. You know, it's where's God in that? But he believes in it because that's demoniac, and he won't let see. He gets offended by that. He's offended. Whoa! How dare you, baby? Yeah, because that's your false. You identify. You're a servant of that demoniac energy, full of pride and wanting to be. Like actually, he wanted to give vibe. He said, "Be careful." He told me, and I think Lilita told me, "Hey, be careful what you say about me because I'm." It's like voodoo, Like I'll get you, man. I'll give my little vibration and and it'll be a curse. I'll curse you like these Brahmins. One Brahmin cursed Lord Chaitanya. I curse you to never experience material happiness. And Lord Chaitanya says, wow, this is a real boon for me. Oh yeah, I'll accept the curse, man. And he took sannyas. He says, well, I've been cursed. Now I don't have to worry about all these materialists I'll just go out there and renounce and just chant in ecstasy. It's strong vibrations to me, the guru. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You feel those way. I don't know. I don't feel nothing but these guys. It's like it's such a low fucking vibration, man, that I can't even perceive it. It's like it's just annoying, that it's like, oh, what do I want to listen to that for? Yeah, poor fool. That's what pride does. It makes you a fool. It's like Indra when he saw Krishna. He said, "How dare he defy my authority?" And how dare he do that? It's pride. Yeah, Krishna's pastimes are very funny. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, that's that. Let's see, what do we got here? See, the bottom line is you got to follow the process, like transcendental knowledge. See, transcendental knowledge is not by necessarily by studying the book. You could say, "Oh, this helps me understand the what is a real guru and the importance of a real guru and all that." Well, they're all studying the books. They were studying Bhagavad Gita. They're studying this chapter, and they still haven't discerned what is a real guru. These this is the ISKCONs and all of them, Narayan Raj group and everything. They still got they don't have the real guru yet. The real guru is in the real line. They would be greedy for what we have. We have Krishna. We have the real self here. They don't. They don't have any. Where is it? Nowhere. But they don't even have spiritual greed yet. See, they don't have this knowledge that you know. Even though they heard from Narayan Raj and they studied memorized all these verses and everything, they still don't have real knowledge. You see, if you're fortunate, you stumble over here. You wander over here and you listen attentively, and then you learn. I mean, submissively and listen, you become a disciple, you get purified and you become a disciple and a friend and like that. And then all of a sudden you listen to these verses that your guru speaks and you understand them. Like Lilita said this morning, you understand what you didn't understand before. See, that's how it really is. You get a whole deeper insight because, of course, because Krishna is a genius, and he gives these genius ideas and conceptions about himself that are very pure to his intimate devotee, intimate associate, and then they give it to you. See, only the devotee knows Krishna intimately like that. And if you want to be, you have to come and follow the process taught by Krishna through the real guru. Only they know they're Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified. You got to listen to their opinion. See, and so the difference between our preaching and Narayan Raj preaching, the only reason they say, why do you got to mention them? Because we got to make a distinction, because you poor fools are following the path that's going to take you many lifetimes, as he promised you. But if you have this information, this is information, man. This is true knowledge. This is conclusive understanding, and then you can surpass the ignorance that's blocking you, because you haven't, through him, he hasn't taught you to discern what is a real guru, what is a real what is see which not only guru, there's so many millions, thousands of gurus in India, but who is because we're in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line, who is an intimate associate, a real spiritual master, a real devotee of Lord Chaitanya? See? Who is the real one? Where is that door? Because behind that door is the real Krishna. All these other fake doors, like that game show program, they had three doors, man, and there's the real prize was behind one of them. And when they found it, the real door, then they got the big prize, and the other ones, they got the booby prize. See, boobies. They didn't get the real. It was booby trapped. Everything is booby trapped here. For the boobs, for the boobies, the less intelligent. See, so here we're teaching discernment. It's this is you know what are the qualities of Narayan Raj? Where was the ecstasy? Well, that we didn't see. I mean, I didn't see it. I was there. He was always holding it back, and like that, or supposedly holding it back. And then the preaching was unintelligible to me. I mean, it was not and the conclusions were the opposite often of Lord Chaitanya's instruction. That's why it takes many lifetimes, because you go to teachers like that. Yeah. And then if you go to ISKCON, see, this is all about discernment. What do you see there? What do you discern there? Yeah, well, I discern people there that are not on the level of Prabhupada. They don't have the ecstasy of Prabhupada, even though, we didn't see it so much, but we did see it. I mean, I've seen things. And also, I know Prabhupada wasn't a Sahaja because his conclusions were not like Johan's, or like theirs, or like Narayan Raj. Yeah, Narayan Raj too. Or like the Radhakund Babaji's, like Anantadas Babaji. Prabhupada's conclusions were different. They were befitting of a real devotee that has a very deep understanding of the path. So that kind of discernment has to be there. Even though Prabhupada didn't show so much ecstasy, he showed some, but but you could see that by his conclusions that this was an experienced, advanced devotee in the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and Narayan Raj and Anantadas Babaji and the ISKCON gurus are not. It's just a fact to me. And who's the real authority? Or is it the ISKCON gurus? Is it Narayan Raj? Or is it the Radhakund Babajis who do not produce the fruit of ecstatic devotion? Or is it here that produces the fruit of ecstatic devotion? See, I'm just thinking out loud. Is this logical thinking? Or are you one of those, how dare he mention Radhanath? How dare he mention Narayan Raj, who's the great, or not about this great glory? Where's the glory? That's all I ask. Where's the glory of a person with real ecstatic devotion and preaching real deep revelations that help people come to the path and awaken ecstatic devotion quickly? Now that's glorious, but that glory is only here as far as I've seen. Just thinking out loud. What do you guys think? Is the mode of passion an obstacle because it keeps me in material restlessness? Now I feel undisturbed by that and transcendently enthused. Yeah, I mean, you're getting like what I see. You're still getting the rays, and it's taking away your miseries. And it's giving you some experience. These are like seeds going out, and eventually it'll awaken into the real deep awakening of love of God. And you'll have the symptoms and not the restlessness like now, right? Probably after the class you're probably really restless, and I don't know. See, I don't know what you're doing. See, but you know what you're doing. You're not always revealing these things, like afterwards. What are you doing, man? I don't know. Where are you going? Are you going over, you know, and are you being a little sneaky, or, I don't know. But you have the symptoms of still working on it, like it's still, you know. And so, yeah, like you feel like relieved of that. Yeah. And when you have the full blown awakening, you'll be more relieved of that, and maybe completely relieved of that. Yeah. Yeah. And so you see that people get awakened here and make quick and easily understand Krishna without a lot of troubles, because the true backing of the disciplic line and Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna is here. That's why. Without them, I can't. If I didn't have that backing of the disciplic line and Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, there's no way we could preach like this. It would be impossible. That's why they're trying to do the impossible. Narayan Raj obviously was not empowered to do this. I mean, this is not offensive to just call a spade a spade, it's just a fact to me. It's not a fact to you, Narayan Raj devotees, because that's why you're following that. It's like I'm just warning you and just saying, "Hey, man, the cheese is not in that hole." I mean, do you want the cheese? Do you have spiritual greed? Do you want to know Christian this life like some of the devotees do here? Do you see this greed? This is real greed. See, this is not sahaja because not only do we have ecstatic love, but nobody preaches like we do. Nobody preaches like Lalita and Govinda in any of the sanghas, in any of those big gurus you're glorifying. See, you're glorifying all of that that doesn't work, that doesn't produce bliss and ecstasy. Yeah, I glorify even my disciples who have a high level of bliss and ecstasy, many of them. It's glory. This is when you glorify real devotees, you have real devotion. That is pleasing to Krishna. That is pleasing to the parampara. Otherwise, people are pleasing the Lord's Maya. Doesn't matter, there's people, they're hungry to attain guruship, to be a guru. They're hungry to attain Radha and Krishna relationship with Radha and Krishna. See? And therefore they jump over the process. See, they jump over the process. Oh, no, no, I don't want to follow up what you say, even though it works. That's what the Narayan Raj people. That's what the Yohan thing. No, 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 I don't want to follow what Gohar's saying. I have a different opinion. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to preach my way. See, they want to jump into Vrindavan without following the path taught by a real empowered guru. So what do they get? Sahaja. Acting on a platform that they're not really on. Then he go and he'll convince people that are neophytes who also don't understand things, right? And he goes, every day, all glories to Lita and Vishaka who are very dear to me. It's like a big joke. It's not true. Big lie. Putana is a demon. Putana is a false representative of Vrindavan. She lies, cheats, and steals and kills. She'll kill your bhakti. That's what she does. Why? You listen to the poison of speculation. Yeah, she's teamed up with Kalya, man. Kalya was also there. They work together. Just like we work together here to liberate so many people. Kalya and all the demons, they're part of Kamsa's team. And they work together to poison people who refuse to come in the proper way. See, they become false representatives of Vrindavan, or they go and they believe in false representative Vrindavan because they don't believe in the real guru. Because they have a different opinion, always like that. It's destiny. What the Dalai Lama speaks, love, is not to judge, is a brainwashing WEF technique control. Yeah. Well, obviously, look at him. He was advocating the shot. He was doing, going on stage and showing the world everybody should take the shot. So obviously it works with them, huh? I wouldn't be surprised if Sadhguru was also telling, hey, everybody take the shot. Yeah. He also went to the WEF and he says, oh, I agree with their ideas. Depopulation. There's too many people on the planet. See? They all want to play God. They don't leave it up to the Lord to control everything. No, no, no. We got to be in control. That's demoniac. You see, that's your Sadguru, man. With all his blah, 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 blah. Still, it's all material stuff. I see what's behind his facade and all that, behind his beard and all that stuff. And I see all these little things, it's he's not self-realized. Not like no, not like this. But he impresses the neophytes, the beginners, the masses. Okay, we read all that, so that's a disciplic succession. Let's go a little bit deeper here. Arjuna said, this is the verse is number 4. Arjuna said, the sun god Vivishwan is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning, you instructed this science to him? See, that's the mundane way of looking at it. How can Vivishwan? That's not the spiritual view. So when Krishna says, I instructed this to Vivishwan, he could do that personally if he was there, but he could also do it through his devotee. It's still the Lord doing it. Now, he's not going to come as Krishna to instruct this to you. And you think, oh, okay, I can just pick up these books and understand. But what we see is most people don't understand. See, they need to hear this through somebody that Krishna is speaking through and as to understand these things. Yeah, you got to get this vibration, this sound, the sound of this truth, you know, coming into your ears. And then it awakens the Lord in your heart. And then you can appreciate transcendental sound and not be adverse to it. Sadhguru's definition for devotion made me laugh. He said it's placing anyone before our eyes. I mean, I know better than him. Leave alone you. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, yeah, he's an inexperienced person with devotion. He's just I told you he's like that King Solomon. King Solomon got a boon for God. He didn't ask God for devotion, which is the confidential truth and treasure of the Lord. He asked him for wisdom. So the Lord says, okay, I'll give you wisdom. So you can become wise in this world. And so he became wise and he was like Sadhguru. He's very similar. Going around can answer all these questions about the world and bodily stuff and all that stuff like him. And people recognize, even the Queen of Sheba went over to see Solomon and was really impressed and everything. And he would just speak on his wisdom and everything, but he started looking bored. He started getting bored with his wisdom. See, because it's not the deeper wisdom, it's not the wisdom of the soul's relationship with God. Wasn't that kind of wisdom. So therefore he was getting bored with it. That's why you guys in ISKCON eventually in some lifetime, you're going to be bored with Varnashram Dharma. Yeah. You're going to be bored with just empty, regulative devotional service without any transcendental awakening heart. You're going to be bored. Solomon was bored with his own wisdom and all that. Because you know why? Ultimately, the Lord in the heart is bored. Gets bored. It just you might be enthralled as a devotee, like, wow, this is interesting. Like a little child, they play with different things and toys and all that, and eventually they get bored. That's us. There are two birds in one body here. One is the soul and the other is the Lord. That's the Yoga Maya. See? So as two birds, the Lord knows what makes him really happy, and that's pure devotion and pure devotees, in ecstatic devotion, that kind of thing makes the Lord happy. But we usually don't know that. Sadhguru doesn't know that. He's got this wisdom. Solomon had the wisdom. And even Sadhguru looks a little bored to me. That's why I think he got on a motorcycle and started driving. Bored with this whole thing. And it'll become more bored because that's not the greatest pleasure of the Lord. When you find that, then you found everything. You found let me every day just have the pleasure of the Lord's company. I want to work for the company of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I want to go in the gold mine where the gold that lasts forever is. I want to go there. And every day you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper forever. Narada Muni has been chanting forever, man. He keeps chanting, right? He doesn't stop saying Krishna, Krishna, Narayan, Narayan. Doesn't get bored. Everything else will become boring here. Because the Lord is bored with everything except devotion, because he knows the truth. And when you know the truth, when you come to a devotee who knows the truth, that's Bhagavad Gita, you should approach. See, Bhagavad Gita says just approach a spiritual master. He has seen the truth, he knows the truth. Inquire from him submissively. There you go. You found the path. You get the awakening. You get purified. Then the awakening comes, the deep awakening. The Lord's established in your heart, as that relationship with the Lord is established in your heart because Krishna is born in you. And now you got a transcendental baby and you feed that baby. You love that baby and you love feeding that baby. And this goes on forever. The baby grows up and you get more understanding of your relationship with that baby to the point that baby is your beloved man. Now he's grown up, that kind of stuff. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So the end of Solomon's life will be like Sadhguru's life if they stay on that path. They'll be so bored they'll think, this is my conclusion. I'm on my deathbed and I'm bored. I this wisdom, this knowledge is futile. And still you won't know, usually, because you need to meet the devotee. Just like even Vedavyas, he got bored with his Varnashram Dharma. He said, "My heart not happy. I taught Varnashram Dharma. You know, and I don't know what to do. And then Narada Muni comes, the ecstatic devotee, says, "Yeah, yeah, okay," and he shared his understanding because he's Bhagavad Gita 10:10, worshiping with prema, loving ecstasy. Oh yeah, yeah. Just you need to explain more the pastimes of the Lord and put the real philosophy in the pastimes of the Lord. And then at the proper time, see you that's why people don't understand the books. Because you got to have revelation, man. You got to look at those stories and see the inner esoteric meaning. But that's only a Bhagavad Gita 10:10 person. Okay? And if you think you know better than a Bhagavad Gita 10:10 person, and then that's the problem with ISKCON, their study of the books. Look at Balaram. He thinks he knows better than us. The wife of, or the husband of Lalita. Yeah. So the sun god is senior in birth to you. So people are looking at externals. They're saying, oh, you see, this person was initiated 3 months before you or a year before you, or they're initiated by Prabhupada, and you're a grand disciple. See, that's the etiquettes. So people teach etiquettes in Vaishnavism as superficial band-aid. It's still, no, no. You look at the person's spiritual advancement, whether they were actually initiated before you or not. That's the spiritual perspective. But in Vaishnavism, they taught more the etiquette. Even Lord Chaitanya, he followed the etiquettes, except Nityananda, he didn't follow the etiquettes. Lord Chaitanya gave respect to Madhavan, who is it, Ramachandra Puri, who was an actual offender of his guru. Offender of his guru. So, but Lord was tricking people, and he didn't want to be bothered because in his later pastimes, this is in Anjalila, he just mainly wanted to relish these intimate pastimes of the Lord. So he did more of that, and he just gave respect to Ramachandra Puri, who was an offender of his guru, and the devotees couldn't wait to get rid of this guy because he was causing unhappiness to the devotees because he wasn't a real devotee. He was a fault finder of devotees. Just like Johann, he's a fault finder of real devotees. He can't take the chastisement of a devotee. It's a false ego thing, like Roberto can't take the chastisement of a devotee. So they start finding fault with them because they're not real disciples. A real disciple will take the chastisement, otherwise you don't. You'll appreciate it. They don't, because they're not real disciples. They don't. They're still servants of the illusory potency. They don't feel like they're not ready to change. Yeah, so you learn here how to discern the actual spiritual position of a devotee or a non-devotee. Just like Prabhupada, he started to do this. He did it with his godbrothers because according to the etiquette, you should relate to them. Oh, you're godbrothers. Oh, you're more respectable because you were initiated into sannyas before I did. I've spent my whole life as a householder. I should give you. But Prabhupada didn't always do that. Prabhupada would point out the actual spiritual position. And he would say, actually, my godbrothers are third and fourth class persons, third and fourth class Vaishnavas. Can you imagine? He said, a real Vaishnava is not envious of real devotees. They're not envious. But my godbrothers are envious, most of them. Maybe there was one that wasn't, he said. So he's discerning the spiritual position from the material position of even his godbrothers, because according to the etiquettes, he should have. See? But why did he do that? Well, to help his disciples. Because can you imagine if Prabhupada would have said, "Oh, you godbrothers are so your shit doesn't stink and you're just perfect and oh, you're more advanced than I am," and all of that stuff. What would people believe? Oh, why do we have to worship Prabhupada or believe in him? We can also believe in the conceptions preached by these Bhaktivedantas over there, these Srilas, because they were Srilas too. But their knowledge was not like Prabhupada's. Their association was not like Prabhupada's. So, for the sake of his disciples, he pointed these things out. And for the sake of my disciples and friends, I point these things out. I love the truth. The truth will set people free. If you should be looking at that now. Now, my godbrothers, or you could say I'm like a grand disciple of Radhanath, so he's a direct disciple of Prabhupada, and I'm a grand disciple. But if you think, well, I'm going to go and worship and listen to Radhanath or Narayan Raj because they're senior in birth to you. See, that's mundane. That's like the verse. Or are you looking? I'm here to teach people, my disciples and my friends, and whoever wants to become like that. Oh, no, no. What is the actual spiritual position and realization of the various devotees? What's the realization of Narayan Raj or Radhanath in comparison to Gaurharidas? What is the level of ecstasy in comparison to Narayan Raj? He was raging inside, but you don't see it. It's raging inside, but you don't see it. Or Radhanath, who they don't even show, nothing. And Gaurharidas. Who has the deeper conception of Krishna consciousness? Is it Narayan Raj, who preaches that a guru needs to be austere, renounced, and regulative devotee to attain Krishna, chant 1 lakh? Or is it Gaurharidas who teaches you the real verse, where Lord Chaitanya said it's not by austerity, not by renunciation, and not by regulative devotional service you attain Vrindavan Krishna. It's through the devotees who have attained Vrindavan Krishna because of their ecstatic worship. It's through those devotees that you get this. See, Narayan Raj preached the opposite. So whose realization is deeper and more in line with Lord Chaitanya's preaching? I ask you. See? So where do you, what conception do you want to take shelter of? That a real devotee is, oh, somebody who is austere, who is renounced the world. That's the real gurus, renounce the world. Eh? Or and does regulative devote and chants one lag. I think I'll take shelter of that person who follows that path and teaches that path. So what is the real path? The real path is Lord Chaitanya's path, and that's taught by the real associate of Lord Chaitanya. So you follow that path, that's why you get quick results here. Because it's discerning the real path, making it really crystal clear. Right? Crystal. Oh, I see. Through, let's see, does Gohari chant in ecstasy? Does Narayan Raj or Radhanath chant in ecstasy? What do I see in those two devotees? What do I see in Narayan Raj? You know, let's see. Who's teaching the conclusions in alignment within the books that I didn't even understand, but that makes more sense to me to teach the real clear as it is conclusion than the one opposing conclusion. That's why I say Narayan Raj didn't get it. He doesn't have it. It wasn't in him to be a real person in the lineage to awaken ecstatic devotion. He can help you with renunciation if you want to renounce the world and all, dry renunciation, dry chanting stuff. That's all I saw there. Intellectual classes, memorizing verses and think you know them. Do you think that's real Krishna consciousness? To me, no, that's not real Krishna consciousness. Real Krishna consciousness is ecstatic devotion. Bhagavad Gita 10:10 persons here, who worship the Lord with prema, and therefore have real understanding that's in alignment with the real disciplic line. See, and have real transcendental knowledge, like the verse in Bhagavad Gita says, 10:10. Has the real ecstasy also. So where were you, Eric? Why did you just come? I'm curious. Tell me the truth. Where were you? Sleeping. I know. I'll answer for you. You're sleeping, right? I could be wrong. Work. Okay, okay. Good. Working. Hmm. The blessed Lord said, many, many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer the energy of the enemy. Subduer the enemy. The enemy is ignorance. That's another thing. Narayan Raj taught the real guru is omniscience. See, is that verse in alignment with Bhagavad Gita? No, he taught a lot of opposite conclusions. Why? Because you need to be Bhagavad Gita 10:10. That was the symptoms of a person that's not. They teach you the opposite. They're not really as clear as you think they are. That says Putana was a good fake out. She faked people out. Yeah, so he taught that the pure devotee, a realized soul, is omniscient, but Arjuna wasn't. You know, but that's not the qualification of a real guru. See, that's showing you don't know the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You could go to Lord Chaitanya, and often he wouldn't, but he would know, but he would act like he didn't know because Yoga Maya would cause him not to know, and he surrendered to Yoga Maya for his pastimes. And it was like him meeting Rupa Goswami and a new person. Oh, what is he about? And he would relish this, relish the introductions and all that. Okay, I think I'll take a little break now. Had a long class already with Lalita, s- 2 hours and almost 2.5 hours. So that's enough for a while. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thanks for coming.